Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is an extended weekend reading focusing on the energy surrounding us during the weekend of January 25th through the 27th, 2019. For the reading, I'm using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck by Vanessa Decort. And I will also pull an additional oracle card from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly individualized, personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. All right, I have already been shuffling off camera, but give the deck a few more shuffles. So Spirit, what do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us on the weekend of January 25th through the 27th. What are the energies surrounding us? What are the main messages for the weekend of January 25th through the 27th? All right, we'll give the deck a shuffle and divide the deck. All right, so we have in the past position, wow. Major Arcana number 14, the Tower, followed by Major Arcana number 8, Justice, and for the future energy we have the Queen of Swords, and from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the weekend we have the Three of Cups. In this deck, it's called Abundance. Okay. Put that there, and let's get an additional oracle card. Spirit, one additional message for the weekend of January 25th through the 27th. One additional message. What do we need to know for the weekend of January 25th through the 27th. Okay. Oh, divide the deck. And we have Ocean, Ebb and Flow. Beautiful. Okay, so where to begin here? Well, let's begin with the Tower. And we have, out of 4 cards, half of the spread is made up of major arcanas. And all of the dailies this week, we had major arcanas for all of the daily readings. So I'm not sure what is going on, but it seems as though, there's a lot of powerful, very significant energy surrounding many of us this week. So the Tower, obviously this is going to play out differently for everybody watching. For some of you, you could be going through this. For others, this could have, already happened in this past week. It could go back, even a few weeks or last month, or, it depends on your individual situation. But the Tower is a significant, a life-altering type of event. And it's very unexpected. You can see that, there's this lightning that's striking the Tower here. Very unexpected, causing it to, to catch fire. So usually when we experience, when we go through this Tower energy, it can oftentimes catch us by surprise. So this could be a completely unexpected event, situation, news. And most of the time after a Tower event, our lives are never the same again, for good or bad, but the Tower comes in to really shake things up. A lot of times the Tower, this particular deck doesn't show the Tower in that way, but a lot of decks show the Tower as this kind of, building that isn't on or wasn't on very strong, didn't have strong foundations. And so when this lightning came in, it kind of, yes, it caused it to catch on fire or to knock down, to be knocked down. But it also implies that maybe that structure, whatever that structure represents in your particular life, wasn't that strong to begin with. Okay, so there is that as well. And for those of you who have watched my videos for a while, you've probably heard me say before that, I don't read the Tower as a negative card. And I've had comments, people leave comments like, oh, the Tower is always bad, it's always negative. But it isn't, right? More than anything, I think that the Tower is, it's about how we adapt to this situation. It's about how we kind of, like our attitude towards whatever this is, our perception of this dramatic change, right? How we adapt to this change, to the new circumstances that are brought in by the Tower card. And, I always view the Tower as kind of getting rid of whatever doesn't serve us in order to pave the way for new opportunities. So, if we think about, for example, a job, maybe you have been in this certain job for a while, and maybe you're not very happy doing that job, but you more than likely would not on your own just up and leave it because, it's kind of familiar, it's safe, you've been there for a while, you're used to getting your paycheck each week or each month. So you're kind of, you're stuck in that rut of, well, it's not really what I want to do, but it's a paycheck. And so, I should be happy that I have this job and I'm just here. And then out of nowhere, the company announces that it's downsizing or that, you get laid off, you're made redundant. Yes, it might, be a very shocking and, destabilizing, news to come in, but ultimately, what is it paving the way for? It's making way for new things, new opportunities. You could actually go and apply for a completely different job that you've always wanted to do, right? So it's, again, it has to do with adapting and how we face this, whatever this change is, this major shakeup. And it's followed by another major arcana, the Justice card. And this is a very karmic energy. The Justice card, it has to do with, karmic justice being served. It has to do with, if for some reason, if we feel that we have been treated unfairly, unjustly, now, the scales of justice are being tipped in our favor so that things are going our way. Things are, finally working out for us. If somebody has treated us unfairly, maybe, that person is now getting the type of karmic justice that they deserve, right? But it can have to do with the court system, right? It's obviously justice can have to do with dealing with a judge, dealing with the courts, legal proceedings. Typically, it's a positive card when it comes out. So there could be, things going in your favor, rulings being, or proceedings being ruled in your favor. And it's followed by this Queen of Swords. And this, she could be a person. When we have court cards appear in our reading, they can be people playing a significant role in our lives at this time. If so, she would typically be more of an older air sign individual, male or female, even though she appears here as the Queen, right? In these general readings, it's not gender specific, but Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And she is very good at finding the truth. And we also have this, the sword of truth here, right, with the scales of justice. And she's very good about cutting through the confusion, cutting through the BS, getting down to, what the actual truth is in a situation. The Justice card, going back here, I was thinking of signs. The Tower's linked with Mars. The Justice card is linked with Libra, and we have air energy here as well. So there could be a Libra individual playing a significant role. And, the Justice, I was just drawn back to the scales again here, and then the yin-yang, the balance. It is associated with balance, right? So in addition to, possibly having to do with the court systems, it is to do with balance, and balance being restored. So again, if things have been out of balance, haven't gone in your favor, now they are being balanced out again. There's also this kind of cause and effect type of energy with this. So understanding that, that there is a relationship between our actions and the consequences. So needing to act responsibly, understanding that our actions have consequences. And then with this Queen of Swords coming in, the Suit of Swords it's air energy. And so it deals with the mind. It's a suit of the intellect. It has to do with, our thoughts, where we come up with our ideas. It's also communication, getting those ideas across to other people. So, this could be something to do with truth. It can have to do with advice, seeking out advice. Again, this could be seeking out legal counsel with these two cards. There could be a lawyer involved. You might be seeking out the guidance of a lawyer or somebody who gives good guidance, right, with this Queen of Swords. This person is definitely... It's interesting because there's a mask in this particular deck. She's holding, besides the Sword of Truth, she's holding the mask, and she's holding it away from her, right? So she's revealing that she's very truthful. She's not hiding anything. She's very sincere. She's not hiding behind a mask. So again, there's this need for truth. So something to do with truth here. Balance being restored, truth coming in. This truth could have something to do with this Tower moment back here, right? You might have found out something completely unexpected that really shook up your world. And so, after finding that out, it's like you finally have this, this balance. Balance is restored. Truth comes out, right? If this is you taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords, you are just cutting through all of the nonsense and the confusion, and you're getting to the bottom of things. We have celebration as the overall energy. This Three of Cups, the Suit of Cups, has to do with our emotions, our feelings. It has to do with our relationships. It's also how our emotions affect our behaviors, how they ultimately affect our relationships. And this card, it's usually a card of celebration, about getting together with other people, enjoying the company of others. It can be as simple as, going out to dinner, having a drink, meeting up for a coffee, to, as significant as celebrating something major, like news of a pregnancy, news of the birth of a child, news of an engagement, wedding. This can be a new job, right? New job offer. But whatever it is, there's getting together with friends, with family, with others. And it's, enjoying the company of others, but it's also celebration here. So celebrating friendship, celebrating, for some of you, you could be celebrating, this win. If there is this win with the court system, you could be celebrating that. For others, this could be going to the court. That could be, you could be caught off guard completely. Maybe you received a proposal and there's, a very quick wedding with this justice, right? Could be justice of the peace. And it's like you're celebrating it now. Obviously, that's not going to apply to everybody, but that is one message coming through here. But it is a card of abundance, going back here to this Three of Cups. So, sharing in this this very happy energy, sharing in whatever this is that you're celebrating with other people. And it's interesting because they're like splashing through the water here. And then we have the ocean as the guidance card. Let's take a look at this card. Hold on, let me find my guidebook. Just to see what this card adds to the reading. And it's ocean. Let me find it. Here we go. And so the ocean card is called ebb and flow. And in this guidebook, it talks about the ebb and flow of life and how that is never more clearly represented than in the ocean's movements. It talks about the tides, how they rise, they fall, in these endless patterns. And then, it gives a lot of description about the oceans of the earth. But let me get to the main message here. It says, an important aspect in the art of living is to move with the ebb and flow of your emotions, joining their fluidity but not being captured by it. It is also not necessary to become obsessed with any particular fluctuation in mood or feeling. They are simply emotions, often activated in ways that are completely beyond your understanding. When you neither minimize nor exaggerate the intensity and importance of your emotions, you then have a greater sense of when and how to express them. You have been fighting the ebb and flow of your own feelings, denying your hurt, anger, or sorrow by either attaching yourself to one or the other and nurturing it as if it were a nursing child, or else smothering over your feelings with more practiced responses than deny and hide what is going on beneath the surface of your expression. When you attempt to constrict yourself from experiencing your emotions, it is much like trying to stem the tides that grow even more forceful with every attempt humans make to control them. Allow yourself to swim with these variations rather than resisting them. And that ties in particularly well with what I was saying here about the Tower card, right? Because in the same way that, we're to sort of accept and, the ebb and flow, there's nothing you can do about the ebb and flow of the tides, right? It's about going with the flow, accepting these natural changes. That's similar to what I was saying here with the Tower card, okay? When the Tower comes in, it's nature. I mean, look, it's the universe shooting down this lightning rod. It's things just catching on fire, being destroyed. There's nothing we can do about this. It is a major arcana. It's significant energy, significant message coming through. And so it is about how we adapt, how we kind of, accept and adapt to and deal with this Tower situation. So going with the flow, accepting that, however life-altering this might seem, ultimately, what is it bringing in here? It's restoring balance. It's bringing in, some type of karmic justice. It's affording you this, this truth, this knowledge, getting to the heart of the matter, removing, seeing things for what they truly are. There's no mask here. Seeing things for what they truly are, and abundance, some type of celebration. Okay, so these are 3 beautiful cards, but it's how we kind of accept and face the Tower situation, that's important here. But look at all the wonderful things coming in after it. So interesting. This is just for the weekend. It seems like this has been an extremely powerful week. Seems to be spilling over into the weekend for many of us. So I do hope that these messages have helped. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.